Hello, everyone. Welcome to day number 1. Let me know that you're here with me. I see people still joining us. Hello, Rita. Hello, Suza, if I'm pronouncing correct. Perfect. Thank you for joining us. Let me know where you're watching me from. Rita, she says, as I have already wrote, find better clients, serious people. I do not know how I can explain my thoughts. That's a perfect reason to be here, okay, Rita, because if you do not know how to explain your thoughts and if you do not how to shape, to write your goals, it's impossible for you to achieve them. So the reason why I have 3 days of training here with you is because I really want you to make the most out of it and to be able to see some tangible results, starting by setting up your goals here today. So today's training, day number 1 of the summer bootcamp, is how to successfully set your goals for your business. And for me, it's really important to realize what Rita says here, that if you do not know how to write and explain your thoughts in, let's say, smart goals, measurable, realistic, achievable. Budapest. Okay, Susa, that's great. Hello, Lizelot to Spain. Okay, everyone, welcome. Let me know where you watching me from. And I'm always very curious, what are your goals? Hello, Christina. Hello, everyone. So if you haven't watched the welcome video, Lizelot, okay, and Susa would definitely suggest you to go there, watch the welcome video and answer the introduction questions. For me, it's really important to get to know you better so as to be able to adjust my material to your own needs and your current stage of your career. And of course, there are many people that they have been introducing themselves in the comments, so it's good for you to go there and actually introduce yourself as well. It's good for networking with the rest of the participants. And also, as I mentioned, it's really important for me to be able to get to know you better. In case that you have any kind of questions, use the comments below. Always from Italy, says Rita. We're in Italy. Christina No is from Greece. Hello, everyone. Welcome. So we're going to start with day number 1. I would definitely suggest you, if you've missed the welcome video, to go back and watch the welcome video, because I'm actually explaining how the bootcamp works. If you would like to find the exact days and times of the schedule of the bootcamp, you will visit the events section of our group. So in the Facebook group, there is a section in the tabs menu that says events. Go to the events and click going. Apulia, Bari. Oh, that's on my bucket list. I would love to visit Rita one day. So go to the events section and click going so as you to be able to receive notification. Also, you can download the events to your calendar, so you can add the events to your calendar and you will be able not to miss anything. Day number 1, day number 2, today and tomorrow will be streamed live in the group like you are here and you're watching me. So you need to visit the Facebook group, okay, refresh your homepage and I will appear in front of your screen. Day number 1 is about setting up the goals the right way so as you to be able to increase the chance of achieving them. Day number 2 is going to be your niches and your target market, because many of you have mentioned that you do not know who your ideal clients are, who the direct clients are. Hello, Eleonora. Hello, Irene Gomez Alberto from Spain. We're in Spain. I'm sorry for the fires that I hear on the news. I hope everything is okay in Spain and France. Eleonora, where are you watching us from? And also let me know, guys, your goals in the comments as you to be able to receive feedback. The bootcamp will take place for 3 days. That's why we call it a bootcamp. It's not just a masterclass. So today, tomorrow, 2 preparation exercises live in our group. And on Thursday, 2 hours at least for the main training, which is going to take place on Zoom. So even if the 2 preparation exercises will take place here in the Facebook group live, you will keep the recordings by the end of this week, so you'll be able to catch up later on. But those that they actually get results and they are able to achieve results even during those free trainings are those that they join me live and they do the work. So even if it's a free training, I would suggest you to follow the steps, to do the work, to implement, and let me know if there is anyone who hasn't received the worksheet yet. Worksheet has been shared with you 2 hours ahead of the main, let's say, training today. So now we have 3 p.m. Central European Time. So 1 p.m. Central European Time, you should have received the respective worksheet in an editable format through a Drive link. You need to create a copy to your Drive link, okay? Or you need to download it. Is there anyone who hasn't received the actual worksheet? Let me know in the comments. All of us, we have the worksheet that we're going to do the work. All the preparation exercise today and tomorrow will be accompanied by a worksheet that you will be able to download or create a copy to your Drive and do the worksheets for you to leave this bootcamp with tangible results. So starting from today, we're going to set up your goals the right way. Italy, where Leonora in Italy. And of course, Tomorrow we're going to create and to identify your target market so as to be able to be ready for Thursday's main bootcamp training, where we're going to talk about the 6-step framework, okay? The 6 steps that you need to take in order for you to start attracting clients. For those that you have 0 clients, I received it, says Rita, perfect. For those of you that you don't have clients yet, you will be able to start attracting your first clients by following my steps. For those that you have been already working with some clients, but you would like to increase your client list, you will be able to follow the steps to get more clients. For those of you that you would like to start attracting higher paying clients, also that's the goal of this bootcamp. So let's start already with the first training, okay? Setting up your SMART goals. And as they are, how successful set your goals for your business. By business, I mean you as a freelancer, okay? If somebody who is watching and they have not registered yet, it's vmentoring.com/summer-bootcamp, and make sure that you have added info@vmentoring.com to your contacts so as not to miss anything, and always check your spam folder, okay? Because we're sending over to 6,000 people the email, so some of our emails might end up to your spam folder, okay? So make sure that you have signed up, and of course that you have added info@vmentoring.com in your contact list so as not to miss anything. Okay, let's start. What is a goal? Let's find out. Okay, Maggiore, Province of Novara. Okay, Eleonora, perfect. Welcome, everyone. We see people from Italy, from Spain already, from Budapest, Hungary, Greece. Let me know where are you watching me. Spain, Lizelot, amazing. And also share your goals in the comments as for you to be able to receive feedback to your work. And don't miss the welcome video. Go back and watch the welcome video with instructions on how to make the most out of this training, and introduce yourself in the comments. So a goal is a desired result or possible outcome that a person envisions, plans, and commits to achieve. It allows us to have a vision. For me, when I start working with you, either on a one-to-one basis in my VIP programs, the mentorship programs, or the group format, I always ask you about your long-term goals, like your vision, how you envision yourself like in 5-10 years from now. And we break that down in short-term goals so as to start achieving short-term goals from tomorrow, so as for you to be able to achieve your goals, like your vision, your long-term goals in a shorter time frame. So why set goals? First of all, you'll be able to prepare for success, okay? That's the $1 million question. And why I'm teaching this training, because if you see your goals that you've been sharing with me, you will realize. And Rita, she was brave enough here in the comments to actually mention that she doesn't know how to express her thoughts. And that's really important when it comes, because that is what is holding you back. You won't be able to create a plan. Nobody will help you if they do not know what you're trying, okay, to achieve. So it's really important, okay, to know what we're pursuing, what we would like to achieve, in order to break that down into actionable steps and start achieving them from tomorrow. Also, another reason why you need to have goals, you'll be able to measure progress and success, okay, and to get help if in case that is needed. But also, if you don't want to get help, if you don't want to work with a mentor like myself or a consultant, still though, okay, you will be able to do your things alone. But again, without a plan, without specific goals, you won't be able, okay, to achieve them. And that's why I'm always adding this training. And I would love to hear back your thoughts in the comments after we have completed today bootcamp day one, because I feel that you will be able to have a turning point in the way that you think about our industry. Having a goal is important, okay, because you can create a growth strategy for your business. What is a growth strategy? Is when we have an intention, intentionally, okay, we pursue specific goals in order to achieve progress, okay, and growth. What is growth? Growth is when you are able to take the next step in your career, no matter what your starting point. So growth for starting out colleague would mean to get the first clients. Growth for you that you have been already working with clients is to work less and earn more, maybe, okay. Growth would be to increase your income, or to prepare, let's say, for leaving the industry and retire at the end. Definitely, there are specific types of goals, okay, like process goals, like goals that we set in order to know the process that we need to follow, performance, goals that we measure our performance, and outcome goals, goals that they are measured by the outcomes that we achieve. Let me know, guys, if you have any kind of questions in the comments. So why SMART? Okay, business growth with SMART goal method is the abbreviation of specific, measurable, achievable, relevant or realistic, and time-bound or time frame. Okay, let me know if you are familiar with this method. Specific, what exactly are you trying to achieve? Measurable, how you will be able to know when you've achieved that goal. Achievable, is it generally possible to achieve it with the resources that you already have? Relevant or realistic, does it contribute to your revenue growth in general? And when do you plan to achieve this bar? So you need to have a time frame, even if You might not achieve it in the specific time frame, or you might achieve it earlier than the time frame that you have set, but it's very good to have that time frame so as to go back and review your current states. So let me know, guys. Another example of SMART goals here: specific, your goal precisely spells out your desired result. Measurable, the goal states your target in measurable terms, so you will know when you have arrived, and that's really important. Otherwise, if there is no measures in your goals, we won't know when we have achieved. So if you tell, for example, I want more clients, how we will know when the more clients as a goal has been achieved? First of all, we do not know the clients type. More clients, like could be law firms, could be individuals, could be pharmaceutical companies, what types of clients? And by more, what does it mean? Like I have 0, so 1 will be more. I have 10, so 15 would be more. So you won't be able to know when you have achieved your goals unless it's specific and measurable. Attainable, okay, or achievable. A goal is achievable to accomplish within any defined limitations. And a mentor usually is great to help you to understand if this is attainable or achievable. Realistic or relevant, your goal can be accomplished within the specific time and with the available resources. And time bound, there is a calendar date by which you plan to achieve your goal. Is this clear so far? Let me know in the comments. According to Wikipedia, a goal is a desired result or possible outcome that a person envisions, plans, and commits to achieve. Okay? So by answering those questions, you will be able to contribute and to add all those characteristics to your goals, like specific, who is involved? Like, can you do it alone? Like usually when you say, I want more clients, like Rita mentioned here, clients are involved, okay? But who specifically? What do I want to achieve? When do I need to achieve this? For example, I want more clients by the end, okay, of this year. And what is the goal? Why is this goal important? By answering those questions, you will be able to make the goal more specific. So, for example, instead of more clients, 10 new legal, let's say law firms, by the end of 2026. And why is it so important? So as for me to be able to have enough work or a steady workflow or to achieve my financial goals, reaching 10K months by the end of 2026. Is this clear so far? Measurable. How will I measure my progress? How I know if my goal is achieved? 10 new clients. So if you have achieved, like if you get 10 new clients, you will know by the end of 2026. So you will know how to measure the success. So if you reach December 2026 or January 2027, and you have already 10 clients new in the fields of expertise that you would like them, then that's a goal that has been achieved. Okay, you will be able to measure the success. Will it be clear when the goal is complete? Is it reasonable to complete the goal in the time allotted? And that's something, if you do not know on your own, definitely ask a mentor. Okay, so 10 clients by the end of 2026, I can tell you that is more than achievable. It's definitely doable. Okay, relevant or realistic? Is this goal related to my overall success? Like relevant to your overall success? Like if you would like, for example, steady workflow, or if you would like to reach 6 figures annual income. Does this goal contribute to your overall success? Of course, yes, in the example that we're using. And how long should it take to accomplish this goal, okay? And when will I check in on whether or not the goal has been completed as a time bound? And we have said here by the end of 2026, could be December 2026, could be January 2027. You can revisit, okay, your calendar or your worksheet that we have here, and you should have received. Let me know if there's anyone who hasn't received the related worksheet, because all the preparation exercises are accompanied with the worksheet, just for you to be able to do the work. But first, of course, you need to have signed up, and also add info@vmentoring.com to your contact list, so as you to be able to receive my emails. A pro tip just for you: think better for yourself. Okay, so what I've seen so far is like the mindset that we have that actually is holding us back. Like if you don't think better for yourself, if you feel like I cannot achieve that, or it's impossible for me to reach 5-figure months, or is it possible for me to get 10 more clients, or is it very difficult, or I haven't seen anybody, or like you don't think better for yourself. Like, so some SMART goals here: 22 billable hours worked per week for the full month. It's measurable, specific, realistic, and time bound for the full month per week. 22 billable hours, okay, worked per week for the full month. Okay, that I think is a performance goals as well. Example of SMART goals, like 2 new client agencies by the end of this month. We have the specific, agencies. We have the 2, like it's measurable. We have the time frame by the end of this month. It's totally achievable and relevant, 8 new prospects per week for the full month. Prospects are people that they are interested in our services, So by getting 80 new prospects, potential clients per week for the full month, you'll be able, let's say, to get 32 new prospects in your LinkedIn profile. For example, if you use LinkedIn to get them, and you have the time frame for the full month, it's specific, 8 and measurable. New prospects. I would specifically also describe what new prospects: law firms, pharmaceutical companies, like localization clients, what types of clients. And the third one, $6,000 in business booked per month for the next semester. So that's totally achievable, like $6,000. I've seen colleagues in the US, to get even more. Even the European market doesn't really matter. I've seen Italian colleagues or Hungarian colleagues, or recently Katrin from Norway. She might be joining us this Thursday. If not this Thursday, definitely later this week or next week. She has been achieving 10K projects, 5-figure projects on a consistent basis following my method. And she's going to explain how she was able to do this. And also on Thursday, we're going to describe every step that you need to take in order for you to reach your financial goals. But definitely specific, $6,000, It's measurable. We have the number. Per month, achievable, and for the next semester, so it's time framed. Is this clear so far? What do we mean by SMART goals? Let me know, guys. Let me know in the comments if you're here with me. And also, I would love to know if this is clear so far, what we're discussing about. Any questions so far? Let me know in the chat. Are we okay? Are you here with me? Let me know in the comments. No questions so far. Or clear, says Christina. Perfect, guys. Yes, says Rita. Amazing. Yes, says Eleonora. Okay. So let's continue. Some of your goals, like when I ask you what you would like to achieve, for example, some of you told me I would like to expand my client base and have regular translation projects with a higher weight. This is the first one that you see here on the left part of your screen. You realize how difficult it is to create a plan to achieve such a goal? Like for me as a mentor, if you come to me and you tell me, Virginia, I would like you to help me and to create a plan in order for me to be able to expand my client base and have regular translation projects with a higher weight. I would have some questions here for you guys. What does it mean, expand my client base? Like, do you have already? Like 2, 20, 50 clients? Do you have regular jobs? Do you work with direct clients, agencies? So that would be definitely. And by more or expand, what does that mean? Like how many clients? Because it's a different plan if you want to get 10 more clients, a different plan if you want to get 100 clients per week, for example, that I've helped other colleagues to achieve. Regular translation projects as well. What does that mean, regular translation projects? Daily, monthly, 2 clients that they cover all of your, let's say, workflow. You would like 10 clients every month that they cover this regularity, for example. And higher weights. Of course, weights is not the right word here, because if you are an entrepreneur, if you are a freelancer, you are responsible of paying your own expenses and your salary. You don't get a wage, So higher monthly income, most probably you mean here annual income. So in such a case, what does that mean higher to you? Like you've already been earning 5,000 euros and you would like to reach 10,000 euros, or you have been already earning 1,000 euros and you would like to earn 3,000 euros. So depending on your starting point, we will be able to create the corresponding plan. So you realize here that this goal is not written in a smart way so as to be able to help them, achieve their goals. And I think the reason why when you are trying alone, which is okay. You don't need always a mentor. You can try alone, You don't want to make the investment. You don't trust anybody, whatever might be your reason that you don't want to with a mentor. Still, though, if you're trying to achieve your goals and you write them down in such a way, it's impossible for you to create a plan to achieve them. Another goal of yours, you told me, I want to improve directly contacting potential clients. What does it mean, improve, for example? Directly contacting, I assume that you mean through LinkedIn, might be LinkedIn prospecting or email marketing. And also potential clients, what does that mean? So it's not specific enough. It's not measurable, Eleonora says that I think of SMART objectives. I think achievable is the hardest part to define for me. So, Leonora, I would recommend you to use this exercise today. Write down your SMART goals in the comments. I will be able to review them, okay? So create your SMART goals, and I will be able to help you and to give you feedback to tell you if it's achievable or not. But of course, definitely starting with the first part, to be specific, to be measurable, okay, to have enough numbers exactly. So, and also the time frame. You've done, let's say, more than half of the work, okay, Leonora? So please share your SMART goals in the chat. Other goals of yours, like to earn enough to also pay for some extra CPD. We do not know what enough it is here. Does it mean earn enough? What does it mean? Some extra CPD. CPD is continuous professional development. So she wants, let's say, to pay for some extra webinars or trainings or certificates, so on. But we do not know how much it is. And I want to do to keep improving my translation skills and improve my specialist knowledge. So this is not a SMART goal, okay? You realize that it's impossible for us, okay, says Nora. To understand how to use LinkedIn more effectively. What does it mean effectively? That feels like more than enough for now. Another goal of yours. So again, what does it mean to use LinkedIn more effectively? Does it mean that you have already LinkedIn profile and you have been using it to contact clients, or you have already LinkedIn profile but you haven't improved it, or you haven't contacted your clients, or you have zero network? So you realize that those goals are not specific, are not measurable. We cannot know if they're realistic because they are not specific, they are not measurable, there is no time frame, okay? So what is your homework? And you let me know. Long life learning. Yes, CPD is continuous professional development, Rita. The exact abbreviation means continuous professional development, Rita. So for me, it's really important that you leave day number 1 of the bootcamp realizing the first mistake that you've been making. You do not know what you are trying to achieve, and that's why it's impossible for you to achieve it. The more specific you become, the more measurable your goals are, realistic time frame, and achievable, you'll be able to achieve them. So set at least 2 SMART goals for next month, semester, or year, and define your SMART goal to work on this training and create your strategy plan. Before we leave today's training, of course, I will be able to share my screen and show you how you'll be able to work on your worksheet. Is there anyone who hasn't received the worksheet? It's a Google Drive link that I'm sending you, and I've sent you 2 hours before this training. Is there anyone who hasn't received the respective worksheets? Let me know in the chat so as for me to be able to send it to you. Managing goals can give returns in all areas of personal life. Because for me, when I'm helping colleagues like you to achieve your business or financial goals, I'm helping you to improve also your personal life. Imagine that when you will have achieved your financial goals, okay, or your business goals, how you will feel in your personal life. Because the idea is to create better life by earning more. The idea is not just the money, it's the freedom that you get by earning more. It's the freedom that you will be able to create the lifestyle that you wish, to travel the world and work less and earn more, or to have more balanced work and personal life, or have, let's say, more time for your beloved ones. That's the goal, okay? But having the freedom to achieve this personal life goal is really important. So what is the full book translator formula LinkedIn edition, okay, that I've been teaching so far, and what we're going to discuss later today are those steps that you see here. You need to know what is the solution that you offer to your clients, value-based, what's your value, who are your most valuable clients, and we're going to discuss that tomorrow. Tomorrow, day number 2 of the bootcamp, we're going to discuss, okay, your niche and your target market, personal brand, how you'll be able to improve your online presence and to have a very strong online presence that positions you as the go-to expert that you see next step here, positioning and messaging. And of course, systems and automations we're going to discuss on Thursday. This is the ultimate LinkedIn prospecting system for you that you have been discussing with me, how you would like to get clients. As you see here on the bottom of your screen, most of you attend Virginia have been getting clients from referrals or word of mouth, and that's something that we need to change, okay, starting from tomorrow. Of course, it's great to get clients from referrals or word of mouth, but if you would like to predict future, if you would like to start attracting clients on a consistent basis, we need to be more intentional here, okay? Having a website and blog is great to build a very strong online presence, but it's not the reason the clients are going to find you. And of course, social media presence is really important for social selling. I don't know if you have heard that term. Social selling is a great trend. People, they sell through social media. But of course, LinkedIn account is above all of this, because you can use your LinkedIn account, okay, in an intentional way with a purpose So it's for you not only to be able to be found, that's inbound leads, as you see here on the right part of your screen, inbound leads, to be found by your ideal clients. So by having a very strong LinkedIn profile, your clients will contact you to want to work with you. And direct outreach, you can use even LinkedIn platform as an online directory, okay, to create an email sequence, or LinkedIn prospecting. And as you see here, pillar content is on the top. Yes, it's really important to have content that is addressed to your ideal clients for all the stages of the buying circle, but it's not mandatory. So if somebody wouldn't like to create content, it's not mandatory. I use it more as a method to nurture the relationship with the people that we add in our network. So what we're going to learn today, and of course the upcoming 2 days, starting from today, tomorrow, and on Thursday, 3 days bootcamp, what advanced marketing is for a scaling entrepreneur, and how to position yourself as the go-to expert through your LinkedIn profile, not only, okay? What are the benefits of the process that we're teaching starting from today is to attract your most valuable clients that they respect you, they share the same values with you, they pay on time, they're able to accept your rates, okay, you name it. You get more clients with less time, okay? Because the idea is not to get more clients and then retire, is to be able to get more clients by the end of this year, okay? Or by the end of next semester, and so on. Have clarity and clear direction on what action to take. Most of you here in the comments, you told me, Virginia, I cannot know how to express my thoughts. I do not know how to write my goals. And I've seen that, okay? So by not knowing what you would like to achieve, you won't have clarity. You won't have clear direction. And that's why I'm here with you today and for the upcoming 2 days, to help you get clarity and clear direction. Every action on LinkedIn in general online is connected to make you money. If you do it properly, by even improving your LinkedIn profile with the right keywords, you'll be able to see your clients coming to you. You'll be able to make more money for you to enjoy your business more. You'll be able to make a real impact on LinkedIn or online or in business in general. You will have a system to build your business. By business, I mean you as a freelancer working from home. But some of you joined this bootcamp because you told me that you would like to create a business. So that's also for you. And you will have a 6-figure revenue stream from LinkedIn. I have many success stories on my YouTube channel and my website, vmentoring.com/success stories. I would definitely suggest you to go and visit and watch some of them so as you to feel motivated. My mentor used to tell me, Virginia, like, if you think you can or you cannot, you are right. What does that mean? That if you put an obstacle to yourself, like I cannot do that, most probably you're right, because you won't be able to have the clarity and to take action in order to achieve those goals, because you have already set up your mind that you cannot achieve it. So you won't be able to take the respective and the needed action, okay, in order to achieve those goals. So if you tell yourself I can, of course you're right again, because in such a way you will put into action everything that is needed so as to achieve your goals. So if you think you can or you are right, if you think you can or cannot, you are right, okay? We are the main obstacle, okay, achieving our goals. And 6-figure vision here, as you see, the right mindset. First of all, clients are everywhere and on LinkedIn. That's something I'm teaching in my mentorship program. That's something I have set up my mindset. So the moment that I realized that I can find clients everywhere, it really changed the way that I was growing. AI hasn't taken our work yet. Many of you told me when you joined this bootcamp that AI has taken your work. And when I asked you, how do you know that AI has taken your work? You were not able to answer me. Let me know if you're here, guys. Some of you that you told me that AI has taken your work. But when I asked you, how do you know, you were not able. So I think that is another reason, like we have another, let's say, to justify that we are not able to get clients because of AI. That's an excuse for me. Of course, AI has been developed. Of course, we will see that in the future. But don't suppose that you've done everything that you can in order to get clients before you tell yourself that AI has taken your work. Let me know if you agree with me, guys, or not. Mindset for me is 80% of the work, and that's why I have this slide here. So I would like you to set up your goals by having the right mindset, okay? 80% of the work is the mindset. The way that we think about our industry, okay, and ourselves is 80%. The rest, 20%, is the action taking, okay, that we need to take action. Knowledge, like everything I'm going to teach you, you might be able to find it elsewhere, but even if I know that I'm teaching things that you cannot find. But still, I can tell you that knowledge exists out there. What doesn't exist, the right mindset. Somebody to help you, to push you to take action. And of course, action taking, like to actually do the work, because it's like a dietitian. If they give you the perfect diet, for example, in order to lose or gain weight, depending on what is your goal, if you don't perform, if you don't do the work, if you don't do the diet, okay, if you don't eat properly, you won't be able to achieve your diet goals. So the same here applies with mentoring. AI needs proofreadings, I think always, yes, but it's not only about proofreadings, okay, Rita? I think it's an excuse that our colleagues are using in order to leave the boat, okay, to leave the industry. because they don't want to do the work that is needed. They don't want to get out of their comfort zone so as to get those clients, to make themselves visible in front of the clients. When I'm asking you, what have you tried to get new clients? You tell me nothing. Or best case scenario, I've sent 10 CVs. 10 CVs. I remember when I started out as a freelance translator, I sent 200 CVs in 1 week. And when you come to me for help and you're telling me that AI has taken your work, and when I'm asking you, what have you tried to get new clients? Like, let's make an experiment here. Like the people that we're here live, or for you that you're watching the replay of this exercise, let me know in the comments, what have you tried to get clients? How many messages or emails or CVs have you sent? Rita, Nora, Leonora, Susa, Lizelot, Christina. Let me know, guys. Irene. What have you tried to get new clients? And for me, as you see here, the number 4, it's our responsibility to find the clients who can afford our service. Sorry for the typo. So main common mistake that I see in our industry that we expect the clients to set our own rates. So we find a client and then we expect them to set the rates for us. No, that's the opposite that needs to happen. We need to set our own rates based on our living expenses so as to make the profit that we want. And once we have done all of this work, then it's our responsibility to find the clients that they are able to afford our rates. That's the only way to reach 6-figure annual income. Competition is there to make us better, not to take our work. Many of you come to me and you tell me, Virginia, I don't want to, let's say, post my portfolio. I don't want to share my clients. Because I don't feel like competition. No, competition is there to make us better. What does it mean? There are lessons that we can learn from other people that are doing better than us, okay? And definitely there is enough work for us in our industry because we can get referrals or jobs from other colleagues. As a freelancer, you're a business owner, not an employee. Many of you come to me and telling me, like some of you also here today, that you joined this bootcamp because you had 2 new clients and you've lost them, okay? So you've lost 100% of your income because you were depending on 2 clients. That's not a freelancing job, okay? That's an employment. If you depend on 1 or 2 clients, in case that they leave you or they stop giving you work, then by not having a strategy in place to replace them, you've lost 50% or 100% of your income, depending on how many clients you depend on and how many they leave you. Like Christina, she says, to be honest, I haven't sent many resumes, expect to publish in house. So how many, Christina? I sent 200 CVs in 1 week. And even if you're fully booked, you need a strategy and a process in place. Some of you tell me, Virginia, I don't need your process. I'm already fully booked. But that's the moment that you need to create a process and a strategy for your business because you are already fully booked. You are already satisfied, okay, with your current workflow and income. So what a better timing for you just to create a strategy just for you to be able to predict the future because now you're fully booked. What if one of your clients leaves you or they're pushing the rates down? You will need to accept their own rates, okay? And you will lose income, but you won't know how to replace them. You won't have a strategy in place, okay, so as you to be able to find new clients. And for me, that's why these trainings of mine are really important, is for you to change the way that you've been thinking of our industry. We expect the clients to find us. We wait the project to come to our inbox, and we don't take any action. From today, day number 1 of the bootcamp, this is going to change for you. Leonora says, I wasn't willing to accept imposed low rates and the tasks I received dropped. Then, as I have a family in September, I chose to go teaching in primary school while keeping my best clients. Perfect, Leonora, but what did you try? Did you try to get better paying clients? What have you tried to expand your client list? What have you tried in order to get higher paying clients or since the tasks were dropped to replace the tasks that dropped? Eleonora, be honest with yourself. That's why what I would really like you to take away from today's training, that AI hasn't taken our work yet. And even if the workflow has been lowered for any kind of reason, what have you tried to change that? Nothing. We're passive. Like most of us as translators, because we aren't taught at the university what to do in order to get clients. When this happens, then like we leave the industry, like Eleonora. We prefer to go to teaching or to get an employment job or whatever, instead of actually pursuing our business goals, our career that we studied for and we really love. And of course, you can have a 6-figure revenue stream from LinkedIn, from online presence, from email marketing. The client acquisition strategy doesn't really matter. 6-figure annual revenue for a freelance translator is totally doable, even nowadays with the crisis. Let me know which of these imposter syndromes here, okay, actually, and mindset blocks describe you. What you're telling me, those are excuses that we're using in order for us to hold us back from taking the action that is needed, okay? Some of you are telling me, Virginia, I don't have the time to implement a marketing strategy. Raise your hand. If you believe that you don't have the time to implement a marketing strategy, then you've been doing something wrong, because we create the time for the things that we prioritize. Eleonora says, I replied to as many requests I could in the time I had left, not much time actually. So Eleonora, you had tasks that were dropped. Okay, so you've lost clients and you didn't have time, even if the tasks were dropped, and you only replied to requests. So Eleonora is a great example of what I'm describing so far to you. That we tend to be passive. We only reply to requests. We don't take any action in order to be able to replace clients. We don't take any action to expand our client list. We don't take any action to become more visible in front of our dear clients. We expect clients for some reason to find us, okay? And always, even if the work has lowered, even if we don't have that much work, like Eleonora just mentioned, we don't have time. Why? Because we don't want to have time, because we create time for the things that we prioritize, okay? I don't have the skills to work for direct clients. Many of you, you're telling me, Virginia, I'm not sure if I can work for direct clients. Of course you can. This is lack of confidence. Okay, definitely a mentorship program can help you to boost your confidence, or a call with me, book a free call with me, no strings attached, to discuss that together. But I have helped colleagues, even newly graduates, with zero experience, to get new direct clients. Okay, so if you've been in the industry for a while, of course you have the skills to work for direct clients. That's what I told you earlier. I have sent 10 emails to get projects or clients. 10 CVs. That's a very low number. In marketing terms, we send 3% is the conversion rate. What does it mean? That you need to have contact 100 people in order to get 3 projects or 3 clients. So it's a matter of numbers. Of course, in the process, I'm going to teach you this Thursday. We're going to discuss about 20. That's the minimum, okay? Christina, what's that mean? Like I've sent 10 emails. Christina Kipreou, the 10 emails, this is you? Let me know in the comments. That's a very low number, okay? So, of course, in my program, we start with a 20% conversion rate instead of the 3% conversion rate, statistically speaking. So we get higher results. But, of course, through my method, I've been achieving 70 to 80% conversion rate. Like 7 to 8 of the people out of 10 people you're going to contact, they're going to reply to you positively. I don't have the skills. Okay, Christina, we need to work with that, of course. Why you think that you don't have the skills? I have worked with people that they were newly graduated with zero experience. We create everything from scratch. Their CVs, their cover letters, their LinkedIn profile, everything from scratch, and they acquired the direct clients. What skills do you think that you're missing? Negotiation, soft skills, hard skills, what skills? There are no clients who can pay me high rates. Very common, okay? Mindset block that I've been addressing throughout my career, okay? You feel like the clients only by lowering your rates, you'll be able to get them. So you lower and you lower and you lower your rates and you have reached like 3 cents. No, guys, of course, there are colleagues that they're paying 15, 20, even 45 cents per word. I've seen those people, okay, in my mentorship program. And there are clients. Yes, there are clients who are willing to pay those rates, of course. You need to focus on higher, more profitable industries. And not those that they will tell you that you charge high rates. Of course, I had clients that they left me because I was charging high rates, but I found and I replaced them with those that they were willing to pay the high rates. I just don't have much experience yet. Yes, Christina, most people, they feel that they need to have more experience to work with their clients, but I can tell you, like both agencies and direct clients, they're the same when it comes to quality of your work, okay? And there are ways, Christina, that I can help you to actually address this lack of confidence and lack of experience, because all of us, we started out at somewhere. You can always collaborate with somebody to proofread your text. Okay, there are ways. Okay, Christina, same case here. No, Christina, don't. Okay, don't feel the same. There are ways that you can actually address that kind of lack of confidence or lack of work experience in order for you to be able to get more clients. You can have somebody more experienced to proofread your work, or you can start with industries that you feel more confident with your skills. There are ways, okay? Those here that we are seeing are excuses and mindset blocks that we have, that they are holding us back from taking the action that is needed in order to see the results that we wish. So the first thing that I would like you to get away from today's training bootcamp day 1, first of all, to set up your goals, like I will show you. I will share my screen to show you the worksheet, the exercise, and of course, to get over any mindset blocks. The first step is to realize what is holding us back from taking the action. And once we realize that, then to actually take the action so as to achieve the goals. I need to lower my rates in order to get more jobs. You have no idea how many times I've heard that excuse. Like people, they feel that by lowering the rates, they will be able to get more jobs. But I have news for you. The more you lower the rates, the more or the same expectations the clients will have. So you will need to provide the same work or even higher quality, because you will need to prove yourself once you lower the rates, okay, to your clients. So same work, same effort, low rates. Why? No, people and clients, they don't trust those with low rates, okay? And I believe that, and also I've seen throughout my career that the higher my rates, the higher quality clients I'm able to get, okay? There are clients that they have the budget to invest in you. It's our responsibility to find those clients. But also keep in mind that by lowering your rates in order to become more competitive, apart from being a very bad strategy, you have an impact on the whole industry. So you are responsible, okay, by lowering your rates to lower the whole industry, okay? So keep that in mind. We are responsible for the whole industry impact that we have, okay? Now with AI, we're not going to have enough work. Many of you, you mentioned that already here in the comments. Many of you, you mentioned that when you sign up for the bootcamp, and AI hasn't yet taken your work, because when I'm asking you, how do you know that? You have zero answer to give me. You do not know that. There is so much talking about AI, but I don't believe that the effect has been already clear. Christina says, so for example, when I say that my specialization in legal text, I don't much experience with them yet. So how can I claim to have this specialization if I don't know if I can deal with harder texts? You will accept projects, Christina, that only you can undertake, and you will be collaborating with more experienced colleagues just to be able to help you in such a case. We start with small steps every time, okay? And always, there are only 80,000 agencies, 80,000 agencies on online directories, 80,000 agencies. So if you don't want to go for direct clients, start with agencies to get feedback and to gain experience, okay? But if you don't start, how you're supposed to gain experience? All of us started with zero experience, okay? You need to be honest with your skills and to collaborate with more experienced translators. So you don't need to ask me, okay, permission to get access to the worksheets. Okay, guys, you need to create either a copy to your drive or download the worksheets that you have received already via email, okay? Do not ask for permission to get access to the file. Either a copy to your drive or you download it. So AI hasn't taken yet our work, okay? I cannot afford a mentor, a growth mentorship program. And I remember Kathleen Elson, that she got 10K months working with me, with my group mentorship program. She has mentioned in a live with me, like, can I afford not to afford it? So the things that we feel that we cannot afford, okay, are actually the reasons that we need to afford. We need to make it. Instead of telling, I cannot do this or I cannot afford this, tell to yourself and change the mindset, okay, what I can do in order to afford it. I remember the first time that I attended an international conference, I had to lend money, okay, from my family. And then, of course, I returned them back 3 times more. So there is always a way to find, okay, if you feel that this is the only option for you right now, if you feel that you don't have time to lose, if you cannot afford 1 year not earning enough to pay your bills, then that's the reason why you should afford, okay? So change your mindset, change the way that you think about things, okay? And many of you, you mentioned, like Eleonora, she mentioned, yeah, wait clients to find me through word of mouth, or I reply to inquiries only. Yes, that's great. That used to work, let's say 20 years ago. Not anymore. Competition is so hard. And instead of lowering your rates, try to become more visible in front of your clients. That's what we're going to change on Thursday. This Thursday, day number 3 of the bootcamp, keep aside at least 2 hours. We are going to change that. We're going to create a strategy so as for you to become visible in front of your clients on a consistent basis. You need to get your clients' attention to get back to you. Let me know if you've seen that as helpful. Let me know, okay, if I have answered your questions. Christina Kipreu, Christina Camilari, let me know, ladies, if I have answered your question. Eleonora, let me know if I have helped you to improve your mindset. But I feel that this training today really has helped you to change the way that you've been seeing our industry so far. And for me, it's really important, okay, to realize that you can do whatever you want. The reason you are not achieving your goals is because you are not trying. You are not taking the action that is needed. And of course, you do not know what you would like to achieve. And that's what we're going to change right now by sharing my screen. Let me know, guys, if you see my screen here and the worksheet. Yes, thank you, Christina. You're welcome, Christina. So you should be able to check the worksheet. This is the worksheet that you should have received via email 2 hours ahead. If there is anyone who hasn't received the worksheet, let me know in the chat. Useful and a resource for reflection, of course. And it's not only about reflection. We need to take action, Rita. Very helpful. Thank you. Looking forward for tomorrow's session. Lizelot, you need to do the work for today's session, okay? Download the worksheet I'm showing here in your screen and do the work. Okay, your work is to set up a goal, okay, for the end of the year or next semester, and of course your goal, okay, for this bootcamp. So exercise number 1, specific, you see, clear, well-defined and focused, measurable, track progress with numbers and milestones. Eleonora, we're going to change the imposter syndrome. Susa says yes. Okay, perfect. So you need to write the characteristics, okay, of your SMART goals and write your SMART goals. Send your SMART goals. So set at least 2 SMART goals for the next month, semester, or year, and be as specific as possible. As you see here in the worksheet, you go on the left part of your screen, you set up the goal, okay? You write here the goal. And you go on the middle column and you write the action steps that you need to take in order to achieve that goal. So if your goal would be earn 10K months every month, for example, 10K monthly income, that would be a goal by the end of this year, okay? Is it specific? Is it measurable? So what are the action steps that you need? Improve my LinkedIn profile so as to be able to attract the types of clients. Create a list with 1,000 legal firms in case that you're a legal translator. Create a message to start contacting. So actionable steps are a step-by-step process that we create so as for you to be able to achieve your goal. Okay? Can be more than 3, of course, here the steps. I have 3 indicatively. That's why it's an editable format that works. It's just for you to add as many actionable steps as are needed. So, for example, if one goal could be to expand my LinkedIn network by 50 more new clients by the end of August, totally doable. It's time-framed, attainable, achievable, realistic, and, of course, measurable and specific, okay? And status and date that you see here in the right part of your screen. You put the date that you would like this milestone, this actionable step to be achieved. And of course, you can change it and you can postpone in case that it has not been achieved. Okay, Rita says, I'm already working on my profile. It needs a lot of work, Rita. I'm sorry to tell you that. Yeah. So define your strategy. Second step in the worksheet. For each goal above, define your SMART strategy and implementation plan. Example, could be LinkedIn prospecting, could be LinkedIn inbound marketing, could be LinkedIn content marketing, could be email marketing. Doesn't have to be only LinkedIn. So my strategy for goal 1, and you put there all the implementation plan steps that you need to achieve. And of course, you can actually print that and having next to you, that's the goal setting worksheet. I work with my mentees. I put the mentee name, my name here, the day that we start, the program duration is going to be, usually the duration that I work with somebody is 12 weeks as a minimum, because I've seen through my experience that we need 12 weeks in order to be able to achieve our goals. 6 weeks for starting out colleagues, 12 weeks for everybody else. So this is the minimum duration I work with somebody. We put the month, okay, of goals and the area of need. So might be marketing, might be mindset, okay. Might be branding. And we put the goal here. You write the goal 1, the actionable steps, and then I check with you when the steps have been achieved and what we need to postpone. Review your goals weekly, adjust your action steps as needed, and consistency beats perfection every time. Is better done than perfect. My professor at my MBA used to tell me, because I'm a perfectionist myself. And on Thursday, for those that will stay until the end of the main masterclass of the 3-day bootcamp, I will be sharing with you some extra resources. One of these would be the 30, 60, 90-day planner, where I will be able to help you to integrate and to create your implementation plan for 30, 60, 90 days, okay? So you will be able to set your goals, to write the areas of challenges that you need more help with, and to write all the steps with a specific format that will help you to integrate your marketing activities in your daily schedule. Any questions so far? Let me know. I'm already working. Thank you for today, says Zuza. You're welcome, guys. So go and find my email from info@mentoring.com. Download this worksheet, okay? You should have received it as a drive link Do not ask for permission in the file. Either download it in your PC or create a copy to your drive and start working with that. I would like you to share in the comments here below your SMART goals, okay? Create 2 SMART goals as you have here. This is the exercise, okay? Set up at least 2 SMART goals for the next month, semester, or year, and be specific as possible. And of course, you can set up your SMART goals for this training as well and share them in the comments. Okay, so as you to receive feedback every day, a practical exercise. Tomorrow, day number 2, you target market on your niche. So no more excuses. I do not know who's my ideal client or who will be willing to pay the rates that I charge. Tomorrow, we're going to address that, and actually with a worksheet to do the work and to identify your target markets, profitable target markets, and your ideal clients. Let me know, guys, if there are any kind of questions. If you are watching the replay, use the hashtag replay and tag me in the comments. I would love to address any kind of questions that you might have. And of course, if you come up with any kind of questions, for example, while you've been filling these works and doing the work, let me know also in the comments underneath these videos just to have everything gathered. Thank you, everyone, for being here live with me and for addressing all of your questions and your mindset blogs. I hope that I have helped you leave day number 1 of the bootcamp with a new mindset and having set up your SMART goals for the next semester at least. Tomorrow, we're going to identify your ideal clients and your buyer personas. And on Thursday, I'm going to help you to create your own strategy by sharing with you extra resources and material. If you haven't signed up for the free bootcamp, I'm going to close the doors tonight. So vmentor.com/summer-bootcamp. Join us still. You have time to catch up with the exercises. Main training on Thursday on Zoom. So even day number 1 today and day number 2 will be shared in our Facebook group, the Summer Bootcamp for Translators and Interpreters Facebook group. The day number 3 will be said on Zoom, no recording. So make sure that you join me live and make sure that you will be able to stay by the end of the session so as you to get all the resource extra worksheets I will be sharing with you. Eleonora says, find 2 direct clients, local firms working in the aquatic sports domain, multimedia domain, or tourism field by the end of February 2000. Only 2? Eleonora, you can do better than this. Reach 4K revenue per month, working part-time by May to 100% doable. Eleonora, you can do better. Okay? Eleonora, you need to work with your mindset. Do better. Rewrite the goals in a better way. And what does it mean part-time for you? So become more specific, okay? And local firms in the aquatic sports domain, multimedia domain, or tourism is quite vague. Write exactly the firms or the companies that you would like to attract. Otherwise, it won't be feasible for you or any mentor, including myself, to help you find them. Write down the exact, not the name of the companies, the types of the companies, not local firms working in the aquatic sports. No, exactly. How they characterize themselves, how they describe themselves, your ideal client. So this is going to be our exercise for tomorrow. Again, the same time like today, 3 p.m. Central European Time, 1 hour more or less, depending on your contribution and your questions. And on Thursday, at least 2 hours and a half, okay, for the main training to create your own strategy. And let me know if you come up with any kind of questions. Welcome, everyone. Go and find the welcome video and introduce yourself in the comments. It really helps me, okay, to get to know you better. Welcome video is pinned on the top of our Facebook group. Find it, watch it. And in the comments area, introduce yourself. Also, find the event section, click going, so as you to be able to get notifications about the upcoming sessions, so as not to lose anything. Today and tomorrow, 3 p.m. Central European Time, on Thursday on Zoom. The Zoom link will be shared via email to the people that have signed up, privately shared, and will be at 5 p.m. on Thursday. On Thursday, 5 p.m. Central European Time. So today and tomorrow, 3 p.m., 5 p.m. on Thursday. Is everything okay? Thank you, everyone, for being here live with me. Share your goals and the results of this exercise in the comments so as for me to be able to get feedback, and tag me also so as to get to see your comments. You can tag me. You're welcome, Christina. Thank you so very much, Virginia. See you tomorrow. See you tomorrow, guys. Bye-bye for now.